Hey guys, welcome back to Tales. I've already forgotten his name. Rokuru's brother has been defeated. You can kind of see Stormhowl there shining in the middle of a volcano. I think it's kind of a waste to leave it here because it's a pretty badass sword, but you know, it's Rokuru's choice, I guess. He has also got a very badass sword. And now we're in the open volcano lava pits by the looks of things.
It's scorching. No, it's torrid. Wait, no, it's hot! Can you
Yeah, it's
please
pretty
stop
hot.
making a fuss? Anyone who can keep their cool inside a volcano needs their head examined.
I can feel the power of the earth pulse flowing upward. This is the life spring.
We got 3. We need
That's
4,
odd.
so we just need Malkia.
Melchior isn't here.
Have you devoured even Shigure, Lord of Calamity?
Yeah, I did. He was tasty.
But remember, the only exorcists whose souls are worthy of sacrifice are Shigure, Oscar, Teresa, and me!
He's above us, at the volcano's peak.
With
So
3
why are you here?
souls, you can only awaken 3 Imperiums.
Why is there snow up here?
That won't be enough to seal Innominat's power. If you are missing even one, awakening them will cause this volcano to explode, with you inside it. If you seek to awaken all 4 elemental Imperiums, then come. Try and take my soul from me!
Okay, I mean, you
What do
could
you
just
think,
not have
Magula?
shown up, and like
Trap.
that would have fucked all of our plans.
Melchior's greatest strength lies in his power over ice. I only wish we could lure him down here.
But we dare not forget. He's an exorcist who spent years plotting to awaken Innominat.
Exactly. He could be capable of anything. It'd be dangerous to assume otherwise.
Maybe this is the wrong time, but Magulu, you're related to Melchior, right?
You'd better believe it's the wrong time. Long ago, I was Magilanica Loom Maven, Melchior's foster daughter, and before I was cast out, his disciple. Magilanica? The lost legate? Huh. So even after 10 years, my name still lives on.
I'm impressed. You must have commanded a lot of respect.
Not in the least. The relationship between Melchior and I was like that between Velvet and Artorias. The debts owed, and the grudges held.
See, I mean,
Velvet, you don't have to believe me. You may never believe me. But I tell you now, I want to settle my—
I don't much care about the affairs of a witch, now do I? I'm going to the peak to find him. Just doing what I want, like always.
Yep, that's right. And I'm going with you, like always.
see, this one is this confrontation between Magilu and Melchior. Us warping back to the beginning. We don't want to do that. It's not necessarily bad. But it wasn't set up greatly ahead of time. Like, what, we only found out really that they had a past, like, what, 5 episodes ago? Maybe 6? You know, like, so we've really not known for a whole long time that they've had some sort of connection. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of like, it's kind of obvious that they've had some sort of connection, but we don't know to what degree. And it, like, obviously it gets a lot thicker and thicker and thicker. That it turns out that, you know, foster daughter, oh, okay. Like, sure, I guess, but I don't know. Like, I love Magilu. I think she's actually one of the better characters, if not the best character in this little group. I think she's super interesting. Magilu, we have got a mithril thing here. Is this good for you? No, it's trash. So it's certainly very interesting that they've tried to, like, you know, wrangle some sort of response, and I guess it does make sense because they want you to have an emotional response to everything. This one itself feels a little forced in comparison to Rokuru and his brother.
We just need one last soul to awaken the elemental
This is a bit of an odd
Imperiums.
place to have a
Are
conversation.
you alright, Velvet?
I'll eat Melchior, and our collection will be complete.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about you. You collapsed after the thing with Teresa and Oscar, remember?
You wonder if I'm fine after eating shigure. It's not a problem.
But wasn't Shigure a lot more powerful than they were?
But look at me. I'm fine, right? Does it seem like I'm faking it?
No.
I think I'm just used to it. Both my body and mind.
You're not just used to it. You've changed.
Hmm?
Just as I changed after finding my free will, you've gotten stronger through our travels too. You faced
Yeah, well, I
down
mean, I
many
was
sorrows
literally
and
talking about
hardships
the
and overcame them all.
character arcs. They've
Did I though?
You did.
some a lot more
that's why
interesting.
I-
Margilu's is interesting that it's been like a kind of like a secret and kind of implied that something
I'll make you a quiche later.
Could you make
something's
pudding
like
too?
in there
Sure.
the entire time.
But
Like
are you
Margilu
just
has
trying to
Margilu's
butter me
obviously
up
had
so I'll
some
cook for you?
some reason to stay
Well,
with us, right?
I mean,
And like I guess this is that reason.
yeah.
But it does feel a
How
little
did you
forced
know?
as
You really have grown a lot. haven't you?
Melchior's.
All right, let's go and find me some.
I don't know, maybe
Melchior
it's
to
not
eat.
really super,
Yeah.
I don't know, it feels a little forced to me. It feels a little forced. In comparison, it feels a tiny bit forced. Let's head this way then, shall we? Is this correct? I really don't even know if this is correct. We should click on this first before we go through here.
It's a cinch, piece of cinch. It's scorching, it's freezing, it's scorching.
What are you muttering about?
You told me to chill out when I complained about the heat.
Is that still bothering you?
I heat up quickly and cool down slowly. I'm not bothering anyone, so go on, get lost!
That's even more annoying. I mean, come on. If it's both hot and cold, it's not scorzing. It's freeching, clearly.
That doesn't sound like me at all. Wait, that's not even my point! My skin feels like a frozen shell, but somehow my insides are boiling! This is miserable! It should be one or the other. I can't stand this fence-sitting!
Oh? Well, so what about the pineapple and sweet and sour pork?
Gross!
A sweet omelet?
The crime against nature.
Chocolate-covered raisins?
Whoever thought up dried grapes
They
should
say
be
pineapple on
hanged.
pizza, I'm gonna get
Well,
very
then
angry.
what about peach pie?
I don't see what you're getting at.
What about yourself?
Utterly vile.
Doesn't that make you a fence sitter?
That's why I'm having you eat that old man and shove him into the life spring.
I hope you learn to like yourself.
Okay.
Don't try to
For the
embarrass
record,
me.
I don't actually like pineapple on pizza. But I don't care enough to argue the fact. I don't care enough about pizza. Okay, off we go. So like they've all kind of had like actually pretty decent character arcs. Like Lassie Set has actually kind of grown. Like I wish he had a better outfit at some point, maybe as a part of his growing thing. In fact, actually a lot of their outfits are kind of poor. Well, I say a lot. I don't like two of them. No, Lizard Man. Oh, Lizard Man, you bastard. That was. Oh, hello.
Be rust on my blade.
They've all had kind of interesting character arcs. Like Last Vet, he kind of has grown stronger and kind of has grown as he's grown in like age in a kind of way, if that makes sense. Eleanor is no longer quite as naive, I guess you could say. She kind of grows out of it. It takes her ages though to do so. Margilu doesn't really change, but like you see
not
more
sure what
of her
Melchior is
serious
really
sides
capable
every
of.
now and again in the
What
story,
kind of man is he?
which is
To
super
put it
interesting. Which is
short,
why she's one of the cooler
He's
characters,
the
I feel.
Exorcist's shadow.
Their shadow.
They're supposed to be free of malevolence, but they're only human, and so are those who they want to save. But sincerity and conviction alone won't save the world. To remain free of malevolence, they need someone to do their dirty work. A shadow.
I see. And that's Melchior's job.
During all my time at the Abbey, I was never aware of what he was really doing.
So, why hasn't he succumbed to malevolence?
Because his belief in the exorcists as the saviors of the world is pure and unyielding. It is a mountain of ice that will neither boil, nor melt, nor break. I know the depths of his frozen heart all too well.
Wait, does that mean you...
Yes. Melchior was raising me to be the shadow for the next leader of the exorcists. Artorias himself. But that was a terrible mistake. I was unable to live up to his expectations.
So if things had gone as he planned, we'd be fighting you instead of Melchior.
I'm glad that didn't have to happen.
True. If Magilu was running the Abbey...
They would be completely unpredictable. That would be fearsome.
Maybe. But doesn't that sound like a whole lot of fun?
So Melchior was my shadow too.
Oh, feeling too sympathetic to fight him?
I wouldn't say that.
There's nothing to be sad about. Removing shadows is part of a shadow's job. Even if I'm a failed shadow, I'm still a witch, and I cast a deeper darkness.
I mean, I think Aizen probably... Let's see, I'm trying to... Aizen kind of hasn't had that much of a character progression, I guess. Maybe he would have had a greater character progression if we had finished that side quest to find all those, like, little dolls. That here we can send his sister. Like, maybe that's, like, something that could happen. Although we already know, like, Aizen's fate due to being Edna's brother, which is cool. That's actually an interesting choice. Rokuru's character progression, like, I guess him, like, at the time, like, last episode, I was saying, like, how it's bullshit that he's just kind of letting us help with this fight now. I don't necessarily think it's actually that bullshit, now that I think about it. I think, oh, you son of a bitch. I think maybe Kurogane making himself into a sword for Rokuru is what made him be like, okay, maybe I do need help. Or like, maybe getting help from people is not bad necessarily, and that's why he's okay with us fighting. Although it does seem a bit like too quick of a turnaround, you know, there's no like internal struggle with him or anything like that. He's kind of just like, I mean, yeah, right, help me out. Even though, like, after the entire thing, he's like, I will do this alone. And now it's like, okay, why not?
I can see the peak just ahead.
So it's like, okay,
if
fine.
Melchior's anywhere, he's there.
I mean, Velvet's character progression is fucking up and down, up and down, up and down.
He won't fight us head on.
And, yeah, Aizen's not had much. Eleanor hasn't had much of a character progression either, I guess. That's not necessarily a bad thing. What? No, I mean, I want to say it's not necessarily a bad thing, because Eleanor is who Eleanor is, and like, it's like she does become, obviously, she's like, she starts off and she's like, I will be a spy for the Abbey because the Abbey are right, and I have to be like the Abbey person. So she does kind of become less,
Not even worth my time.
less. I don't want to say. I want to say less arrogant, less ignorant, I guess, maybe, like less naive,
Is victory
perhaps.
for us really possible?
And she kind of like
facing the
wises
legend
up,
Lord
and she's like
Melchior.
even willing to work
He'll
with
give us
demons
around
when she
4 to 1
beforehand
against.
swore off
4 to
that thing.
1?
So there is some
Are
kind of
chances that
character
slim?
progression.
Almost every
But
trick I or any
not a
current
whole
exorcist
lot
knows
when
can
it
be
comes to
traced
her.
back to him. If I throw out
And again,
three
because I don't really
ones,
think she
he'll pull
has to
6
change
out of
that
his
much,
hat.
because she's
He knows
her
our
arc
capabilities
is the
and
fact
he's
that
got far
she's
more power.
willing
4
to
1
work
might
with
be
the demons
generous.
to defeat
I
the Abbey, who
suppose
turned
you're
out
right.
was evil, you know, like
However,
she's like,
we
oh,
have
she is the
Velvet,
good
the
guy the
boy, and
entire time. She's
Rokuro,
trying to do
who
what she
knows
believes is
value
right
they'll
the
add
entire
when they
time
run
through.
amok. It's impossible
through
to
the story.
calculate, but if luck goes our way, our chances will rise considerably.
Right. We are
And again, like
challenging the
Magilu
hardest
is the
possible
character
foe.
where she doesn't
But
really
I'm only
change.
talking about a straight up fight. Knowing
Like-
Melchior, he'll have some nasty
Like
tricks.
how Velvet has changed, like in
No
her
matter
speech
how you
patterns and
analyze
like
it,
how she
The outlook
grows as a
is grim.
character.
I
Ma-
said,
Magilu
you
doesn't
too?
do that at
What's
all.
wrong
She
with a
stays the
level-headed
same for the
look at
entire
things?
thing. Yet there's
Careful
moments
consideration
more
could
and
give
more
us the tool
frequent where
we
you
need
see
to
her
turn
get
the
more and more
odds in our
serious,
favor.
which is
After
good
all,
because
Magilu,
that's what exactly what you want to see.
Forewarned is forearmed, right?
Yes, that's true.
Even still, we won't find a weakness in him.
Let's take another hard look. What we need
I
might
guess,
be lying right
like,
at our feet.
I guess Aizen's
At our
arc
feet,
is kind of like
I'll keep my
He
eyes on the ground
wants
as we
to-
walk then.
like he's no longer, he's like, I'm not the Reaper sort of thing. Perhaps that's the idea behind it. We need the thing to go over there. Like the Reaper curse doesn't matter per se, I guess, but that doesn't, again, you don't really see much of that. You kind of just see him ignoring it, which is kind of what he's done through the entire game anyway. So I don't know. I guess he didn't really have that much of an arc. But again, you probably get more of him and see more of him if we decided to do his whole side quest of getting the dolls for his sister. Perhaps that would have increased his, I don't know, done something. I doubt it would have changed any dialogue in the later half of the game or anything like that. I'm just saying we would know more about him, and we would be able to understand him a bit more, perhaps, and that's where his character progression, like his massive arc, would change. Like with him and his sister, it would be within that side quest rather than through the main story quest, which isn't bad. I love side quests. I love side quests when they're expanding the universe and expanding what's there. Although some systems and a lot of games, especially RPGs, they tend to have real, like, proper bad quest tracking systems. This is kind of one of them, if I'm honest. Like, it doesn't really have a good system. Like, I don't even know how to get the fucking map up. How do I get the map up? No, I want the map. No, please, map. I don't know. I don't know how to do the map up. I've forgotten. But the point is oh, there we go. It's triangle. Who would have thought? Like it's here. It's kind of here, and like with that, they're my side quests, right? Because they're relative side quests, I guess. But there should be more of that. There should be a whole section here, like a whole side quest section. And I'm not sure why there isn't. I'm not sure why they don't do that in a whole lot of RPGs. Old Final Fantasies do that all the fucking time, where there's like their quest tracking system is shit. In fact, that's probably one of the best things about Final Fantasy 15 is that there's like an actual quest tracker.
The four elemental Empyreans are the beings that maintain the balance and harmony between earth, water, wind, and fire. Have you even stopped to think about why they sleep? About what waking them will do to this world's order?
Not really. I don't much care.
They sleep because of arrogant, insolent wretches like you. The Empyreans derive their power and that of their blessings from the prayers of the pure at heart. But humans became corrupted and neglected their prayers. The forgotten Empyreans drifted into slumber.
Human prayers are the source of their power? Just like the Malachim.
Are you trying to say Innominat blesses someone when he eats their soul?
As the fifth Empyrean, Innominat's purpose is to eat human souls, malevolence and all, and to wipe the slate clean. When all mankind is once again pure as a newborn babe, the elemental Empyreans can be safely revived.
You want to wipe the slate? But that means...
Yes, civilization will crumble. The spread of malevolence, the cleansing of Innominat, the cycle has repeated countless times over the eons. That is why human civilization rises and falls. But if this continues, humanity will never surpass a certain threshold. Thus, the Abbey will control Innominat's power, so that we may guide humanity into a new, better era.
It all makes sense now. You developed the art of armatization to control Innominat.
And in order to create the Armatis, you needed the technology found in Siegfried, didn't you?
So that's why you got Ifried involved in all of this.
Just as light cannot exist without darkness, no great achievement comes without sacrifice. Even I must be made tribute for the sake of our ideal world! Yeah!
What are you doing?
No, you don't.
Oh, he's armatizing. Oh, but what is he armatizing with? I love that he uses the actual weapon. That's
I
fantastic.
told you, he's a crafty old buzzard.
I should have known.
Oh
it
shit, look,
wouldn't
he's got
be
two
that
eyes back.
simple.
Alright, sweet, look at this. He's got like fucking floating balls and shit.
You'll fall
That's
so
exciting.
far, Magellanica.
I'm Magellanica no longer!
Like, that's alright, that's pretty cool. So, okay, so. Connections between this and Zitania, right? Once again, right? I know I'm digging up that old head again. Right, but, let's give you shit. Yeah, we definitely need to do that whilst in, like, demon mode to do actual fucking damage. So, yes, right? Connections between them, once again. We're looking, like, armaturization, obviously, this is something that he does often in Zetaria. You can activate it in the middle of the battle because you connect with, you either have like you with one other person, or then you have your steward with another spirit, right? And you constantly keep your spirits away. You see how I like took the AoE there away from the party? It's fucking, that's pro raiding skills right there. Alright, can I, you know, instead of you guys taking ages to heal me, do you want to just throw a grape gel over my face? That'd be nice. Okay. Oh Jesus, stop trying to kill me. Oh, you're gonna kill me. Oh, that's didn't actually hurt that bad. That actually wasn't that bad. Well, I do only have one juice, which is kind of annoying, because that means I can kick you like twice before like my whole world stops. Like, I throw one kick before I'm like done. But yeah, so it's like they have the arms position. Obviously we can do that in the previous game. We are able to use that with all four of our spirits, right? And our four spirits are, we're gathering these people to be these four people that we're trying to awaken now. Basically, we're trying to like get to the point where we can save them every time. Why did Eisen just switch in? Did I do that? Oh, okay. Whatever, he's in. I didn't mean to. I need to like knock him off fucking balance, but I can't do it when I got one fucking juice bar. This has been a complete disaster. They're doing all the work. I'm literally doing nothing but talking about the connections. So, from us doing all this, it kind of becomes to the point where the shepherd's goal after this is to take, obviously, you know, all the malice away from people, or malevolence away from people. But they do it by gathering four spirits that they know and trust, or whatever. You're using that on Eisen. That's, yeah, okay. Like they're oh my fucking god, he's starting to real kick my ass. I just got my juices back there. Okay, you know what? You can just switch to Magilu. Just switch out Eisen. Oh, that's what these are. These are juice crystals. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah, give me some juice crystals. Let's kick some ass. Now I can deal some real fucking damage. I got some juice crystals finally. Yeah, so you obviously, this leads to a situation where the shepherd goes on a journey to find the four spirits that he wants to turn into the four. I can't remember what they're called. They'll be brought up again in a minute. And that's what leads forward and forward. So that's we start a cycle through doing this, I guess, somehow.
100? He's used an oath to add years to his life. Centuries, even.
Is that what you call rational? Sounds like an obsession.
I've said the same thing thousands of times. If it were my choice, I'd have let myself die naturally long ago. But did he not say? Man can turn reason into disorder, but also can we surpass it? Our true power is in transcending the possible to achieve the ideal.
So were the words of the exorcist Claudin.
They were foolish.
Think what you will. I'll show you the truth of his words.
You gonna make me fight again? Ooh.
You think illusions will work on us now?
Oh, I see.
Not
Never mind, I thought we'd actually have to fight that.
But it bought me enough time to finish my art.
Are you trying to set off the volcano?
You'll die too!
As long as I take the Lord of Calamity with me, I have no regrets. That's because I follow reason. Oh. Oh,
What the fuck?
how dare you insult Claudin's ideal soul!
Hey, Master. Emotions are a real pain, aren't they?
We're gonna anime? Oh yeah, we got some sweet fucking anime.
Do it now!
You're damn right I do! Hey, Imperian! The Lord of Calamity is here! Wake the hell up!
Excuse me, it built a space station. Is that what happened? It built a fucking space station? Okay. Sure.
What was that?
The elemental Empyreans have awoken.
We are free. We will no longer be your tools.
Oh dear, what's happening?
Okay, that's a whole bunch of EXP. That's pretty sweet. See, look, that was freaking great. Look at that anime. That was so good. Why can't we have a fight in it? That would have been brilliant.
You saved us, Magilo. Thanks. If you hadn't thrown Melchior off balance, we'd all be dead.
I settled my own affairs. Nothing more. But if you want to thank me, I accept gifts.
I take it back.
He couldn't hurt those flowers. Was that his oath?
No. That old fool loved flowers more than anything else. Far more than he did any living human. That's all there was to it.
I suppose even a legate can never fully control his heart.
Same goes for a witch. Sometimes living can be the hardest affliction.
Have the 4 elemental Empyreans awakened?
Who knows? But anything that would sleep through that isn't worth our time.
Better watch your mouth or they'll smite you. I can feel a shift in Inominat's domain.
Yeah, all 4 of them have awoken. Inominat has been pushed out from the Earth pulses.
Humanity's amplified resonances will diminish, and many Malakim will regain their free will.
Yeah, a bunch already
The
have,
exorcists
even in the
will
capital,
likely lose a good chunk of their forces.
by the looks of things.
Eleanor, have you lost your ability to fight too?
Sorry to disappoint, but I can still see you. Evil demons, Malakim, and witches alike.
You know where he is.
I can feel him. His body is left.
He's
the
in his
Earth
bus.
pulses.
He's in this
He's
bus
somewhere
station.
above the Empyrean's throne now. Artorias is with him. However, Inominat is pushing back against the other Empyreans with incredible force.
If the 4 are defeated, we'll lose our last chance. No time to waste.
Okay.
Let's go. It's time to end this.
Yeah.
Oh shit. It's time to end it. Alright, let's check our boat. Let's do the boat first.
A new recipe. I've
Fucking
got it.
sweet. Yes, we'll go to those new islands. That's right, we're still discovering new
The
islands.
mountain doesn't appear to be erupting. Or doing anything else, really. I'd say that's a relief.
Were Melchior's claims only a bluff?
I'm not convinced. Most of his threats had as much truth in them as he could muster.
With the 4 Empyreans revived, the land is awakened. Changes in the earth that once took eons will now happen in a few hundred years.
A few hundred years?
The mountain will erupt, but not for a long while.
A long while to a human, maybe. But compared to the history of the land, it'll be a blink of an eye.
But Inominat is the Empyrean of suppression. Who can say what will happen when we kill him? Well, it's not like I care anyway.
I think we should care.
Okay. Oh, vending
Melchior
Ifrid.
sure was strong, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it
he
weren't
was
for
alright. He had like the
Maggie's
balls
help, we
around
wouldn't
his
have stood a
head and stuff
chance.
like that. He
But you
did the
saw
whole
the
special
opening she
thing. I
gave
mean, he
us?
killed 2 of
Took it.
us.
Did you want to be the one to finish him
So,
off?
you know.
If
Did
it
I even
mattered
get
to me,
EXP for
we'd
that?
have
Because
fought
I
him
just
alone.
switched him out. I didn't res
We
him.
all had our reasons to fight him. The opportunity just happened to be yours. That's all there is to it.
I understand.
If Melchior had only manipulated
interesting.
Ifrid for personal reasons, then
Let's
that
see
would
if there's
be
a
settled
difference
now.
in level between
But
them.
he was acting based on his idea of reason. That creating a world without malevolence was worth the cost of destroying people's free will. Ifrid won't be avenged until I destroy that very philosophy.
Okay.
Your business with the Abbey isn't done.
Not even close. You all could just sit around twiddling your thumbs, and I'd still take the heads of Artorias and Inominat on my own. If you want to be the ones to finish them off, you'll have to beat me to it.
You're on.
I'll fight with everything I've got. That's all I can do.
That's plenty.
Okay then, that's pretty good. Let's have a look. No, he seemed to level up as well. That's pretty nice.
I really don't
Despite
want to
being
pry,
dead.
but I've got to know. Does it feel good to pinch all those souls out from your stomach?
That's kind of a gross way of putting it.
I have to agree with Velvet. The way you put it sounds so inappropriate.
I'm pretty sure that was her point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why so cranky? I was only asking to see if you were getting hungry or not.
Then ask that in the first place.
Are you? Hungry, that is.
I do feel hungry, now that you mention it, but I don't think it has to do with losing those souls.
Then why is it?
Maybe my appetite is increasing as Inominat's suppression weakens.
Yeah, suddenly feeling hungry myself.
My stomach could start growling at any moment.
I have been thinking of nothing but delicious things to eat for a while now.
I bet Magilu only brought it up because she's feeling peckish herself.
No,
Peckish?
no, that's not the reason at all.
That settles it then. When we get back to the ship,
I always
you
assumed
can take
peckish
guard
was
duty while we eat.
a British
I'll
term.
make a quiche and pudding.
And
I'll
my
cook up
my
some
grandfather
onion
would
and
always
tomato
say it, and like my father says it.
I'd love to try your cooking.
So I don't know. I kind of assumed it was a
Let's get
British
back to the
thing.
ship.
Maybe it's
Getting all
not.
Fired up about food. I would never.
I've never like thought about that
I
before.
would
Like, ever
kill
since
for a big bowl of
like
sweet Galegian-style borscht.
Then go
like I
find
have
me
a
some
really good friend
peaches.
in America now, and I have a really good
Peaches?
friend
Because you
in
can't
Sweden,
have
and
Pelagian borscht
obviously my
without
partner
peach pie
is
for dessert.
Finnish, and you know stuff like that. So when I say things now, and they're met with, and the things I say are met with blank faces from them, is all of a sudden, or well, blank faces so to speak. It's like, oh,
It's not so hard.
is
All
that
you
a
have to
British
do is
thing?
follow the
So now
recipe.
whenever I hear something that
After my
I and
sister
my
died,
father would say it
I
often,
always
I'm
did the
like,
cooking. The most
is that
important thing
British?
is adding just
Like
the
even
right
when there's
amount
no
of
one
salt
else around, I'll
and the
be
final
alone in my
adjustments
room.
of
Like right
flavor.
now,
Oh, and
I'm
once
alone in my
you're just
room
about
talking.
done,
Well, I'm
you
not.
have to
Well,
make a wish
that's
that
a
it turns out
difficult question.
tasty.
Am I alone if I'm talking to you
wish
guys?
for flavor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
So
I am.
long
I
as you
am
do
alone
that,
now.
anything
When
will
you're
turn out
viewing
tasting
this,
good.
we are not alone. We're together.
Celica taught me that.
It
That makes
sounds
sense.
like your
That
sister
doesn't
was
make sense
quite the
either. That
master
sounds
chef.
even weirder.
Oh, I don't
Forget
know
I
about
said
that.
anything. The point
But
is,
now I'll never be her match.
I can't help but
I've
wonder
lost my
if things are
taste,
like,
sure,
is that
but I've
is that
also
something
forgotten what
that's
it even
like a
feels
worldwide
like to taste
terminology,
something
or is that
delicious.
like
What I
particular
make
to a
isn't
certain
really
culture?
food.
Like I think that
It's
all the
merely
time now.
sustenance.
I don't think that's true, Velvet. Nom, nom, nom. This is great. You're a fine chef, Velvet.
I just remembered something my sister said. She always wished for our food to taste good, because she wanted to see us happy when we ate it.
Oh?
And she said I ate like a pig, too.
I don't think you do.
It's a good thing. You should eat a lot, too, so you can grow up big and strong.
Great, cool. I'm so glad. We just had like 17 conversations. Right, okay, so where are we now? We're at the bottom of the volcano, I guess. I guess we're heading back to our boat. Can we warp anywhere? East entrance, that's pretty... I feel like that's pretty pointless. It's right here, isn't it? Oh, we can go back on our thing now. Yeah, I think it is. Where exactly is it? Is it down... Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. I still have no idea what the other way leads us. I'm sure it's some sort of side questy thing. Right. Okay. Hello, folks. Oh, you're still here, Dial. What's going on, dude?
Glad to see you made it back in one piece, Velvet.
I'm here on orders from the boss to help you guys out.
We could certainly use it.
Sweet, the
How
Bloodwings are here
things
too.
back in the city?
I came here from Helives, so I don't know how far the suppression has progressed. But I can tell you that the Abbeys designated the area north of Helives as a Class 4 administrative zone.
Which means they've pulled their forces out of the area.
What about the people of Mercio?
Everyone got out safe and sound, although they did petition for the extermination of the Lord of Calamity.
Of course.
I say we make this town our new hideout. When else are we ever gonna find a hideout that comes with hot springs?
That's a good idea. We should leave Kamoana and the others here.
Dial,
Okay, so
could
this
you
town's
still
our new
help them out?
hideout, huh?
As if you even had to ask.
Wow, that's surprisingly reliable for you, Dial.
Hey, that hurts. Now get going already. Benwick and the crew are making preparations in Helives right now.
Okay, so alright, we gotta go all the way to Helives. Whoop to Helives! Fantastic, look at that. Alright, off we go. To Helives. How are we getting into space, then? Like, cause that's a legit worry of mine now, somehow. There was a space station that was built. How we getting into space? Or is it just like a space laser? Space laser. Man, I just love a good space laser. Fishing.
Not that I really care, but who ended up winning the fishing competition when we were trying to catch a Therian?
Man, that was a while ago. I lost because I came away with nothing.
No, it was a draw. As I'm sure everyone remembers, all I fished up were octopus demons. We were competing over who would catch the Therian. Demons didn't count, so my score was 0-2.
No, the loss is mine, and I'm not giving it to you.
That's not just something you can up and decide like that. In fact, by fishing up those octopus demons, I put everyone in danger. That should count for negative points. I lost.
Who cares? It was all in fun.
I care. Every competition must have a winner and a loser, no matter what. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, I'm with Eisen on this one. It doesn't do anyone any good to make the final results murky.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Eisen, your curse would mean that the odds were stacked against you from the start. That doesn't make for a fair competition, does it?
Yeah, she's got a good point. We'll just have to settle the score some other way.
What can you guys do? Play cards? Chess? What?
Cards are a no-go for me. I'll just end up drawing jokers.
And I can play shogi, but I don't know chess.
Then what about arm wrestling? Would that work?
Whoa, whoa! Having a demon and a Moloch clasp hands is just asking for trouble with malevolence.
You're both adults, so why not a drinking contest?
That's it. If we have a drinking contest, we'll be able to compete on an even playing field.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
What the fuck?
I'll have the crew bring out the
This
drinks.
is a stupid conversation.
Well, that's one way of resolving it, I suppose.
Yeah,
Whoever
it's
gets
great.
it done. I'm not gonna complain.
As long as everyone's
Guys,
happy.
you're gonna have a drinking contest. You're gonna need some tasty snacks to go with all that alcohol, right?
Definitely. Let's go out and fish us some snacks.
Yeah, let's take out the little boat. We can even pick up where we left off our fishing competition.
No, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Didn't we
Oh,
just
okay.
figure out he can't really fish?
It's too late.
We were just about to finally resolve
It's too
this
late.
mess. Why'd you have to go and stick your nose into it?
What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything wrong. Bien.
Okay, Bienfu. Good try. Yo, my dude.
Welcome
We're
back.
here.
I take it you defeated the Legates.
Yes, but that still leaves Inominat and the Shepherd.
Onward ho to the last battle. Oh, I picked up something nice for you. Here.
An apple.
An apple?
It's a fortune apple. A good luck charm. No real powers, but they're hard to find. Legend has it, they're pretty lucky.
A fortune apple.
Do I
we're
eat
the
it?
bad guys, aren't we? Maybe what we need is bad luck instead.
I think the Reaper's got that covered.
Aw, that's just mean.
Well,
Oh.
I appreciate the thought. Thanks, Benwick. I love apples.
Just don't eat it.
What?
I couldn't eat it, even if I wanted. Wait a moment. That's right. My power to consume is a part of Inominat. If that's true, then...
What is it?
You want a bite? Delicious fortune apple.
No way. That's a good luck charm.
That it is. One to give you the courage you need to survive.
So, where's our final destination?
The Empyrean's throne.
You know what, Bedwick? You're an
Sail
okay
for
dude.
Port Sexton.
Aye, aye, ma'am. Aye, aye, sir.
Take us to Spuss, Bedwick.
Do you think that with Inominat's power waning, people will be free again?
Well, the pirates are acting like pirates again. May take longer for others, but I think it's happening.
What do you think of traveling around to see for ourselves? I'd like to know what's going on out there.
I'd like to meet the elemental Empyreans, if I could.
That's not a great idea.
We don't have fucking
They're all
time for
in
this
various
shit.
Earth pulse points, but where those are is a mystery. They could be very far off.
And they might not view us as allies.
Yep, gods live by their own rules. Our business with Inominat.
Is this
probably
like, are
doesn't
they
concern
just
them.
setting up the whole
You're
like, hey,
right.
maybe you should
It might
side
be
quest
wise
if
to
you've,
scope out
you
the
know,
situation before our battle.
maybe
As
you
we
should
go
like, go have a
around,
look and side quest and
we might
stuff.
find out more about what Artorias is up to.
Yeah, they're just saying it like, hey, look, there might be some more stuff to do, so you better run off and do it before the final battle. You just better quickly do that. It's like, okay, thanks, game. I appreciate the offer. Well, okay then, holy shit. Next time, the final battle, maybe? Who knows? Maybe next time will be the last time. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. If you've stuck it through this long, I hope you're excited for the next time, when it could be the final episode. I'll see you guys then.